Jocelyn Adamari Amparo Sunuk Zacharias, or Ada, is a 9-year-old student at the John Wesley School in Santa Cruz del Quiché in Guatemala. Santa Cruz is the capital and largest town in the state of Quiché, in the western highlands of Guatemala. Guatemala is a beautiful country, but one of the poorest in the Western Hemisphere. Ada is in the 3rd grade and attends from 7 a.m. to noon. The John Wesley School is one of the finest in the state of Quiché, offering high-quality ecumenical education to students from pre-kindergarten to the 12th grade. After school, her mother, Katerina, walks Ada home, about a 15-minute walk. She is able to attend school because of a Pura Vida scholarship. Pura Vida recruits students for its scholarship program based on capacity, necessity, and motivation. 1. Capacity. Does the student have good grades and demonstrate academic potential? 2. Necessity. Will poverty prevent the student from attending school? 3. Motivation. Does the student eagerly desire to continue studying? Will the family support the student and allow them time to do their schoolwork? During Ada's scholarship interviews, it was apparent that she was off the charts in all 3 areas. She was extremely bright and outgoing, and at the same time, living in some of the poorest conditions in Santa Cruz. Her mother is very supportive of her desire to attend school. Pura Vida was founded on the belief that education is a key to breaking the cycle of poverty in rural Guatemala. Ada represents the great untapped potential of children in poor indigenous communities found throughout the western highlands of Guatemala. Pura Vida is currently supporting 254 scholarship students from 9 communities. Without scholarships, most of these students would be attending public school or working. Ada lives with her mother, Katerina, 2 brothers, Manuel and Angel, grandmother Manuela, and grandfather Gaspar in a 3-room adobe home with a large courtyard. After returning home and eating lunch, Ada does her chores. Ada's family is very poor. Her mother earns a living by doing laundry and dishes for other families. I go door to door asking people if they have laundry or dishes which need to be washed. I usually find enough work to make about $25 a week. I get about $2.50 for a large bucket of laundry of clothes or blankets, which I bring home to wash. I earn about 70 cents for a basket of dishes, which I wash at other people's houses. My mother owns the house, so fortunately we don't have to pay rent. She also pays for the electricity, which costs about $10 a month. She owns a few chickens and ducks, which she sells to pay for her husband's trip to the hospital in Guatemala City for an ongoing treatment. We spend about $2 a day for food. We don't have any land to grow corn or beans, so we must buy that at market prices. We don't have running water, but pay about 65 cents a day to have it delivered. Wood for cooking costs about $5 a week. We pay about $8 a month for a phone, which is required by Ada's school. Our health is variable. We have to sell household items if a major health issue comes up. We recently had to sell a stove to pay for a hospital visit. Ada is conscientious about her homework. In her free time, she likes to play with her friends. She also spends a lot of time following her mother to other houses in Santa Cruz as she washes dishes for other families. Tuition for 3rd graders at the John Wesley School costs 135 quetzals, or about $18 per month. In addition to that, there are registration fees, books, supplies, uniforms, and special projects. The family's income of about $3 per day puts it near the extreme poverty level for Guatemala. Given Ada's family's financial situation, there is no way she could afford to attend this high-quality private school. The alternative, public schools, suffer from overcrowding, large class sizes, multiple students per desk, and poorly trained teachers.
We have been involved in Pura Vida for several years and have just recently, in the last couple of years, decided to sponsor students. We believe that strong, educated people, especially educated women, make a stronger society. It brings them much more opportunity, obviously, an escape from poverty, hopefully an escape from repeated childbearing and the things that will slow down the improvement of society generally. It's also just a wonderful experience to sponsor these young ladies. It makes you feel great. You send them letters, send them birthday greetings. You receive letters back from them, and especially the letters we get from Ada are wonderful. They're full of nice prayers, and she always sends me a picture for my refrigerator of a tree in her house. It's been a wonderful experience. It's a reasonably inexpensive way for us to make a tremendous amount of difference in these young women's lives. And we encourage all of you to consider sponsoring a child. For not much cash outlay, you will make a tremendous difference in the lives of these young men and young women in Guatemala.
A substantial factor in our deciding to make the financial commitment to educate these ladies is the fact that Pura Vida is very efficient in delivering the goods. They have a efficient program that covers not just the children and their families, but also is in real-time contact with the local pastors and the other support people that are necessary to ensure that there's continual nurturing contact and encouragement and supervision of these children and their families. So to put it shortly, Pura Vida delivers the goods, and we have the greatest confidence in their ability to support and get our money to where it needs to go.
Pura Vida is looking for more scholarship sponsors to help needy Guatemalan students like Ada get a high-quality education. The cost to dramatically improve their lives is only about $1 per day. You, too, can sponsor a student like one of these.
Roselena Ramos Jerónimo.
Yo me llamo Hilaria de Victoria Chávez.
Julia Michelle Chirum Tiriquius.
Yo me llamo Juan Teodoro y estoy en cuarto primaria. Él es mi hermano Juan Pablo y está en segundo.
Hola, mi nombre es Marta Marroquín Cespedes.
Edgar Armando Pérez Velázquez.
Mi nombre es Miriam Tomasa Rebeca Salvador.
Soy Carla Leticia Chicaj Méndez.
Manuela Morales Mateos.
María Filomena Job Shirum.
Gracias, padrinos, por mi beca. Los quiero mucho.